Hello, everybody. I hope everything's working. All right. How do I set that to not? Okay. Yo, is this stream on? Okay. The stream delay is finally over. Like, it was taking a moment for the stream to come up. Oh man. Okay. How is everybody doing today? Okay. Okay, our first match is going to be Hira versus Toruxas. This is going to be very exciting because people in the thread seem to be scared of Hira. Let me see, how do I start this? Alright, so I'm going to be viewing the game through Hira's perspective because there is no spectator system. I'm talking to him, making sure I get this working right. All right. Crap. One moment, please. Is the microphone working at least? If anyone's in here. Hello everybody. You're all a minute behind because I have like anti-stream sniping measures. Yo, look at this fuckboy. Wait a second. we should be good. So I got their teams up on my other screen. Got some interesting information on their teams. Both of them have a Valoran. 3 people have Valorans. Before the other guy dipped out, we had 4 Valorans. Man, look at this guy in his panties. Alright, so we're starting with Belash and Piggy Pick. So Piggy Pick has a Fated Curse. So like that's gonna do good stuff basically no matter what, unless you're able to get rid of it by Doom or Toxic or Poison. So what's very interesting is that Toruxas is using a Kinu with let me see, what's it called again? With Nut Protector. No. He's using the one where it regains health if one of his allies takes damage. Starting with that Lifeful Sap. So straight away, Hira had to switch because that Kapire is very scary. There's not a lot of fire types in the tournament. So so there's a lot of people that are weak against fire. You gotta play around it just right. So you can see that Hira brought out the Ukama, which scared away the Kapire. So there's our Valorant. Turbo Choreography. So this is very interesting. I'm surprised that there's like lots of buffs going on. We got lots of speed buffs. Ukama is already one of the fastest Tems in the game. Valorant is very fast, and let me see, which one does it have? It has, gotta look at my cheat sheet over here. Does he have aerobic or anaerobic? Because the difference between aerobic and anaerobic is like, it gets like a speed boost or a special, no, it's not a speed boost. Come on, where is it? Dude, he's using Shy Shield. That's amazing. There's lots of buffs going on. Yeah, Benefactor. I don't think your sleep timer moves when you're switched away. Buffs on buffs on buffs. Let me see, Valash is weak against Fire, Earth, and Melee, so it could probably take a hit and go for Madness buff if he wants to buff it up. Guldur is very, very interesting, is very good. It's only weak against wind, and it resists water, nature, and toxic. And also, Toruxas' version has Punching Bag, so it reduces damage from melee techniques as well. Back with the Piggy Pick. So the Guldur can actually sort of play around Piggy Pick. Actually, both of them can, because Valorant is capable of using Toxic as well. So let's see, Valorant doesn't really have much weaknesses. There's a lot of, it's funny, we have lots of electric weak Tems, but nobody's running any electric Tems whatsoever. No Nestlas or Gazumas by anybody. There's the Madness buff. We've probably seen that one a lot if we've been grinding over at the Zenareth shrine. Bamboozle. So he bamboozled the Valash, so for like the next turn it is protected from everything. Toruxas is going straight for that piggy pick. So Valash has a sweatband on, so he's not going to have to really worry about stamina. That was pretty smart. He popped the Bamboozle using Wake Up, which is, I think, basically a free move. I think it only has like 3 stamina cost. It'd be interesting if he kills that piggy pick by poison because of that Fated Curse. If the Fated Curse happened on the Guldur, that would be such huge damage, because that Guldur has, I think, has like 300 health. Or 250, it's like 250 to 300 health. That thing has the most health of any Tem in the entire game. Yeah, I'm interested to see how much damage this Valash is capable of doing. Crystal Spikes. Oh my god, that was basically nothing at all. That's something I'm concerned about in the game right now. It's like, sweepers can't sweep very well. Especially against something like Valorant that has stupidly high special defense and basically no weaknesses in the game right now. I think the only way you could possibly one-shot a Valorant, no, not even, because it has such high base special defense. Even if you had, you know, like a Gazuma with an Electric Storm that was buffed up by something, I don't think you can one-shot it at all. Okay, so the piggy pick is going to die this turn by poison, which is unfortunate for it. It's not going to get Fated Curse off on anything. Valash got himself a nice little heal with Scavenger. Whenever any Tem on the field dies, it gets 20% of its health back. Yet another boost. I wish we could see like how many boosts exactly it was getting. And I think I think it got a Bamboozle right before the piggy pick died. So right now the Valash is protected and it's tanky as heck. I think that's basically the win condition for our friend Hira here. Although he hasn't brought out his Sernif at all, and he still has his Ukama, which is another really big damage dealer. Turbo choreography. Let me see. I need to double check. So Hira's Valorant has anaerobic. When attacking with toxic techniques, gets special defense and lowers its special attack. Interesting. So it's going to be really, really hard to kill. It's going to be tanky because it's going to be tanky, and it can get life back with Kinu. As long as Kinu doesn't die. Boy, I'm sure glad I'm not coughing right now. Like, I've been sick for the last few days, but like I made sure to get lots of sleep before this, so I think that sleep did me pretty good. I had my pillow gear item equipped, so I restored some health while I was sleeping. Pollution. Now, I'm not exactly sure why Valorant wasn't affected by poison just now. I might have missed something while I was looking over at my notes. Was it the Bamboozle? Was it still being bamboozled? Because Valorant doesn't have any sort of immunity to toxic, even though it is a toxic type. I mean, it has resistances like to offensive techniques, but not to the poison status. So this is basically the gist of how I thought the game would be. Like, everything is very tanky and it's very hard to deal damage right now in the game. Maybe in the future there'll be way better sweepers, way more damage, but everybody is super tanky. I say that, but now the Tintle and Ukama are out, and both of these guys are pretty squishy. So Tintle is faster than the Valorant. He might be able to finish. He might be able to finish the Valorant with a Psy Surge or something. Aquatic Whirlwind. That move is so powerful. That's our game's Hydro Pump. Oh man, he took out the Tintle before Tintle could take out the Valorant there. It's unfortunate. I feel like Toruxas might be crumbling here. This Valorant can't really do anything. He has to rest. I don't think... Yeah, he has to rest with it. Absolutely. He might just want to give it away. Although, while it's in reserve, it will restore stamina, so... Might be worth it, yeah. It's worth it to just switch it out, and then he can get, like, one attack with it later. It's still... I think it has the effects of turbo choreography still, so it's pretty... So it's pretty fast. Now, Cernif is a really interesting Tim that I want to see more of. I haven't used it myself, but I was looking over at stats. It has very, very high base physical defense. It's basically like Saku in a lot of ways. I would compare Cernif to Saku in a lot of ways. It has lots of... It's very tanky. Now, Mudrid is another really interesting one. It has lots of weaknesses, but it's very fast. It's a fast special sweeper. So if you can get in a position for it to sweep, then it can do a lot of good. But otherwise, yeah, it'll die in one hit. Just like that. Man, what is that move? Water Cutting Lily. Is that exclusive to Cernif? I've never even heard of this move before. Crystal Spikes to finish off the Guldur. Oh yeah, but... Yeah. It was his last one, but I was like... Damn, that's overkill. Here's our... Hira is our winner of round 1. So in round 2, let me... I need to talk to these guys. One second. So round 1 goes to Hira. So I'm just instructing these guys that they can change their orders if they like. They can choose which first 2 that they want to have come out. And I'm telling them they can start whenever they are ready. Just want to make sure you guys can see the game. It gets so easily mixed up. Alright, so we got ourselves Valorant starts and Kapire as well. I think Hira predicted the Kapire. Yeah, and he has to take that Kapire away immediately. I think it was really smart to bring out Kapire though, because yeah, fire is really strong in our tournament. Now I wonder if he's going to keep that Ukama out, because Ukama is really fragile, and it's not going to one-shot anything. The only thing it can one-shot is the Madrid. Toruxas is Madrid. Yep, taking out the Ukama. Now, yeah, this is very interesting. Kinu is super weak to Toxic. He's gonna lose his Kinu. Is there any way you can protect it? Because, like, it only has one tick of poison on it, but poison does way more than you think it's going to do. Like, that poison tick might kill it right now. Either that or it'll survive with 1 health. It's very close to death. Poison does a lot of damage in this game. Did a nice little sacrifice. So he knew it was going to die, so he got rid of his Kinu to buff up his Valorant. Feather Gatling. That's pretty good damage. How much stamina does Feather Gatling cost? Because he's all out of stamina on his Valorant. Might need to switch it out. Yeah. Man, Toruxas is predicting Hira very well in this game. So right now, Cernif is being protected by Bamboozle. Ooh. So the Piggy Pick is going to absolutely kill that Madrid with that fighting attack, because Madrid is 4x weak to fighting. You wouldn't think that the Piggy Pick is capable of doing much damage, but yeah, the Oshidashi is going to do a ton of damage to that. He should have saw that coming. I think everybody should know that Piggy Pick is Oshidashi. With the Goulder, make sure to poison the Piggy Pick to death. Otherwise, it's going to get off that Fated Curse. Wow, so Cernif has revitalized as well. That's pretty amazing. Cernif is really a combination of like Kinu and Saku. Tanky, and it has like self-healing, which is pretty amazing. So Valorant with that toxic weakness again. Somebody was saying in the chat about... Oh, so toxic types are immune to poison. It's amazing. I didn't know that. Hand fan. I might have missed that item. What is a hand fan? Does that like buff your does that buff your wind nature yeah, your wind type moves? So the Kapire is very threatening in this situation. It has the potential to do a lot of damage to the Valash. I don't know if it can one-shot it, but it'll do a lot of damage. Very smart. We'll see if the Kapire is going to try focusing down the Piggy Pick, which it does, and it's going to lose 40% of its health. Down to 60. Fated Curse is really, really strong. And the Ukama in retaliation, threatening the Kapire. Like everybody knows. Ooh. I think Hira is like predicting the switch, so he's going really hard on the damage, because like otherwise Aquatic Whirlwind is overkill. Oh yeah, and Valorant's gonna tank that easy. He's only gonna take like 8% damage. Kinu Sweatband. I don't know if I would use Sweatband on Kinu because he has Gaia. Like, Kinu can always fully restore his stamina if it gets low. No damage at all. Yeah, Kinu's definitely in a position where he can just out-heal the damage being brought in. This is a very interesting round too. Like, I think a lot of people felt like Hira might run away with this match, but Toruxas is really fighting strong. Man, everything is so tanky in this game. Nobody can deal damage to anybody. Oh wow, just as I say that, wow. I'm surprised. Kapire must be a sweeper. It like has really low defenses. His has a hand fan as well. I think both of their Valorants have hand fans. I was saying this to Toruxas before, like, I don't know how effective Temtem is going to be. Like, it's his starter, he likes it, everyone loves their starter, but it's only really good against teams that have neutral and melee Tems. It's not really a threat to anything that we're playing. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Toruxas can do now. Just hang in there. Stall him out, I guess. Start revitalizing, healing, everything. I guess with that sweatband, he really doesn't have to worry about stamina ever. You can just keep on stalling forever. Doesn't even need to waste a turn using Gaia to fully restore stamina. And noxious bomb takes out the Kino. Unfortunate. Now, I'd love to see Toruxas come back and just take out 4 Tems with just a single Valoran, but it looks like Hira is going to take this first match. Oh man, I didn't even put the names on the screen. I was like planning on doing that, so like Hira's over here and Toruxas is over here. Man, it'd be so funny if there was like full-on stall teams that can make these games go on for an hour. Because I feel like that could really happen in this game. Insane healing and buffing to the point where no one can kill each other. Just playing it smart. He's going to ensure that he makes it to the next stage of our tournament. I feel like Hira's in just die mode. He's just like throwing everything at it. Please, just die already. Oh my god. Valoran has overexerted itself. And it's still not dead. Valoran is way too good. Just die already. Alright, so Hira's moving on to the next stage, to the semifinals already, and Toruxas is in our losers bracket now. And in our next match, it's going to be Radical Dingus versus me, No Life. So let me set all that up. Congratulations to our players so far. Like they put on a really exciting show for us. Yeah. Move us to standby. Alright, so I'm setting up my teams right now. Be just one moment. Man, I wish Lure worked against people. Alright, sorry about the delay. Let me move to a different location. Right now I'm at the the volcano, and all this red like really bothers me. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm really sensitive to like bright red areas. It kind of screws with my eyes or something. Alright, so this is a little less red. I know, sorry about the delay there. Let me switch over to the game here. Oh, actually, I think I need to heal my dudes. Hello, everyone. We're playing a Let's Play here. No. It probably heals your guy when you your guys when you go into a match, but I mean, I don't know for sure certain. Okay, let me go. So I'm letting Radical Dingus initiate the battle with me. All right, round one of the second stage or whatever. No, we're still in round one, but like second set. I think that's what we're supposed to say here. So, okay, what are we dealing with here? I wanted to make a mix, but I didn't have enough time. I got the Saku, but whatever, it's fine. Whatever, I don't care. Oh my god, I'm so screwed. My team is very weak against Toxic, now that I think about it. Doesn't matter, I gotta believe in my team. The Rushial. So my strategy is just to wear them down. Everyone wants to buff up their team, so I'm just gonna beat them down. And get absolutely destroyed by Wind and Toxic. I think my whole team is weak against Toxic. He'll never see it coming. Just get rid of it as fast as possible. Absolutely dead. Ooh, it's locking me in with Cage. I love to see that. I love to see it. So, bringing in Osira is like not really that great. I would like to pivot it in on something so then I can have a hold turn expended. Let me see, what is even my fastest stuff? Yeah. I just gotta kill the Merkwyn. Valorant. I like how he names all of his dudes. We got Toad and Merkwyn here. Wing here. Oh, I thought Shuin was weak against poison. I guess not. He took a ton of damage. Holy crap. Oshidashi! Hey, I took one out. Good for me. Morrigan. There's the mix. Let's see, he has Puppet Master. Oh no, he doesn't. Oh no. Puppet Master isn't like immediate. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so I got a strategy here. Check this out. As long as Shuin gets his attack off real quick. Whew. Big damage. So the mix has freeze on it right now. One more freeze and it's frozen. Oh, he took it away. He didn't let me get the freeze off. Damn. Bamboozle's gonna fail. So Saku took a super effective hit, but Saku is really tanky. So I'm going to try going for the narcoleptic hit, because my Saku is a pillow. Might start healing himself a little bit. Just playing around my Fated Curse, poisoning my piggy pick. And the pillow didn't do any good. Kinu's Protector. Stall him out. And I'm dead. I think I'm just going to go ahead and concede. I'll be moving on to the loser's bracket. Congratulations to Radical Dingus. I'm just going to let you go ahead on to the next round. On to the semifinals against Hira. So I'm just going to go ahead and, yeah, put myself into the loser's bracket over with Toruxas, where hopefully we'll put on a better show. I don't know, or maybe he'll beat me the same way, probably. But yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Let me set things up real quick. Stand by. One moment, please. Alright, I'm being asked two different questions here. He's saying that his Mashuk should have had turbo choreography instead of cage. And Toruxas is saying if we're allowed to change items. I don't know, should we allow them to do that? Like, let's get like a majority vote on this. If Radical Dingus is allowed to change to turbo choreography from cage on his Mushuk, and if Toruxas is allowed to change items. Let me see here. I'm going to ask our competitors if these sorts of things are allowed. Alright, so he's allowed to change Cage back to Turbo Choreography, and Toruxas is able to change items. Everyone's allowed to change items if they want. Alright, so informing everyone, you can change gear items. Okay, you can change gear items. And you can change gear items. Alright, so now I need to quit out of the game, and I need to join either Hira's game or Radical Dingus. I think I'm just going to join Hira's game because it worked so well the first time. We are almost started here. This is very exciting. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm connecting back to Hira's game, spectating his game, and we'll be in the semifinals against Hira versus Radical Dingus. All right. Good. Here with the sweatshirt and panties. I think he alt-tab out of the game, so I was wondering where all the sound went. All right. So now we're in the semi-finals. Radical Dingus versus Hira. So we got Hira here from our perspective at the bottom, and Radical Dingus over there with the Hawaiian shirt. I always have to double check Adoraburos. Adoraburos has like some really good defenses and has really good resistances and a lot of weaknesses, if I recall. Oh no, so it's only weak against wind and crystal, and it resists neutral, water, nature, melee, and toxic. So the Valash might be targeting down the Adoraburos right now. Or he's just going to Madness buff right in his face, because he's just not scared of what Radical Dingus has against him at all. Hallucination. That did nothing at all. I feel like the Pokemon Stadium announcer. Savage attack. Adoraburos Nyx combo. Trying to figure out where the synergy is there. Let me see. What does the Adoraburos have? Synergy Master. So any synergy moves with Adoraburos is increased by 25%. I'm really liking the Valash in this tournament. Valash is really, really strong. Had the same sort of idea that I was doing with my Mashuk, but works a little bit better, I think. Like, Valash is self-buffing, whereas I was like using perfect jabs to debuff the opponent. Oh my god, that is so much damage. Pretty sure that Crystal Spikes is a special attack, a special-based technique, and with that Madness buff, Valash has really high special defense. The counter to Valash, I would suppose, is something that's like high physical attack, but like the Mushuk wasn't able to do anything against it. Yeah, it's weak against fire, earth, and melee. And there's not a lot of earth in the game. We only have one person in our tournament that's running a fire Tem. Toruxas with that Capire. Oh, that's right. There's a move that gets synergy with mental. So like there was some synergy with Duraburus and Mix. Was it energy manipulation or something else? Like, no, energy manipulation synergizes with nature. Yeah, this is really unfortunate. The Guldur is only weak against wind, and even it can just shrug off a super effective hit like it's nothing. Guldur is very strong. Everyone has toxic. Toxic is very strong in the game right now. Okay, wow, those crystal spikes did a lot of damage. Hira is just running wild with this Valash. I'm seeing a lot of similarities between Radical Dingus team and Toruxas' team. I think they both have Guldurs. Yeah, so Toruxas has a Guld. Yeah, they both have Guldur. They both have Valorin. Let me see, what else do they have that's similar? Do they both have Mix? No. Yeah, they both have Valorin and Guldur, though. Up until the fourth guy had to resign, we had a team that we had 4 Valorins. Everybody was playing a Valorin, and I can see why. Like, there's no counter to it. Psychic Collaborator gets plus 169 damage because of the Synergy Master buff. That's amazing. See, does Radical Dingus have anything left to deal with this Valash? Because the Valash is the problem right now. And even if he gets rid of Valash, it's the same problem that I was having against Radical Dingus, where it's like, yeah, I'm like sacrificing 3 Tems to get rid of 1 Tem, but then like he still has 5 others. Whoa. So, I'm not sure if the Kinu would have died there. Maybe it would have died to the Nidrasil. Maybe the Toxic Ink would have killed the Kinu, and he saw that coming, so he went with that proactive sacrifice, but that's very bold. The Kinu still had 50% health. I don't know if it would have died to a Toxic Ink. But yeah, like now Valash is even more unkillable. Oof. So now the Valorin is dead. Absolutely dead because of Fated Curse. I wonder if Hira's running any stamina TVs. I don't know if you guys have a calculator up, but I wonder if he put any investment into stamina. Because that's a big thing that holds back sweepers in this game, even though he has a sweatband too. I mean, yeah, the sweatband really does restore a lot of stamina. It gets a lot of longevity out of it. But that holds back sweepers from just killing everything. I wonder if he's going to take overexertion damage right now, or if it was like exactly the right amount of stamina. Okay, he took a little bit of overexertion, but really not that much. Alright, so wow. Hira just like took that game really quick. Really convincingly, I'd say. Ready for round 2 already. I like his enthusiasm. Oops. Oh, what's happening? Everything's freezing up. Come on. My broadcast just froze up. Alright, we should be good now. Alright, so here is right out with the Valash once again, and getting the Protector buff. And I feel like Radical Dingus intentionally brought out the Mushuk as an answer to it. Like maybe he'll be able to take it out with an uppercut. I'm hoping. Oh, this will be unfortunate if Mushuk dies, because then, oh my god, it's like Mushuk was supposed to be the counter to it. Yeah, with the uppercut, and he does less damage to the thing that he's trying to counter. That is really sad. Like, Mushuk was supposed to be the counter to the Valash. And now I don't know if he can do anything. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Radical Dingus just, like, you know, turned off his computer and said, screw this, I'm out of here. I mean, no, he has more integrity than me. Like, I mean, like, I'm the one who just forfeit, but, like, that's really sad. Like, I don't know, like, he's taken a lot of time thinking of what he's gonna do. But yeah, the Mushuk was supposed to be the counter to get rid of the Valash, and it didn't work. Valash is exceptionally strong. Even if the Protector buff wasn't there, I don't think that Mushuk would have one-shot the Valash. Although, there is something that could be said about the way that Radical Dingus might have built his Mushuk. Like, I don't know if he has 500 attack TVs or not. Because there is something to be said about making a Mushuk that has some tank stats into it. More of an anti-tank role. Somebody in our chat says, Volcrane looks like it would thrash Valash. That's true. Let me see. Do they have anything that would screw with a Volcrane? There's not a lot of waters in our tournament. Like, Volcrane gets stupidly demolished by water. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think Volcrane would have been a really good pick. Yeah, but then, yeah, you see here that Ukama would be a super good answer to Volcrane. Ukama would absolutely 100% one-shot a Volcrane. It would get the Valash to switch out at least, and then you would be able to play around it. So, like, let's say, like, Radical Dingus had a Volcrane right now. Like, and it would force him to switch out his Valash. Probably, maybe he would switch out to Ukama. And then, like, the Ukama would be threatening Volcrane, and then what would Dingus do from there? Oh, alright, so I was all lost in thought. I mean, like, lost in this little discussion here about Volcranes, that Valash has actually been taken out, so now it's anybody's game. I need to make sure that I'm keeping track of things. Hira won the first round. I mean, it should be easy to remember, but, like, I'm a one-man show here. Saipat with Thrash Valash, according to Abzulan in the chat. Yeah, that's right, because Valash is weak against melee. Does Saipat resist crystal attacks? Saipat is melee water, yeah, and then with toxic affinity, then it would get like stab toxic moves. And I forgot what its other trait is. Alright, so Adoraboros, and does Guldur have any synergy moves? Because, like, I think if I was running an Adoraboros, I would be running a lot of synergy moves. I like this. I like that Hira is unsure of what to do. He's not, like, totally dominant in this game. He doesn't know what to do. Cernif. You always see Beta Burst come out and it looks scary. It's like a big old psychic attack, but it never does any damage. Because nobody's running neutral or melee Tems. Now, is Dingus going to switch out that Adoraboros? Because the Adoraboros is really vulnerable. It's going to die if he doesn't do anything. But, okay, yeah. The question is always, like, is it worth keeping it, though? Interesting. Hira thought his Cernif was going to be targeted. So, that didn't happen, so the heal did absolutely nothing. It was just a wasted turn. I do like that people are running Shy Shield. I don't know if a lot of people realize it, but Shy Shield is a priority 3 move, so it gives you a 50% speed buff when you use it, so you're able to get out that extra, like, defensive stats before, like, basically any incoming attacks, even if you're slower. Like, I think a lot of people will ignore Shy Shield. They'll think that it's like, oh, it's like a defensive curl move from Pokemon, and who would use defensive curl? Water Cutting Lily. That thing has a lot of attack. It's like a nature-based Hydro Pump. I didn't realize it was that strong, and it has synergies too. And Cerneath is probably going to die to the poison right now. Poison does a lot of damage in this game. I think Hira just ran off to use the bathroom. Let's see, what is Mix weak against? It's weak against Earth, Crystal, and Fire. It has like really good resistances. I mean, like, it's weak to rare stuff. No one has Earth. No more fires. No fire. No one. Basically, no one runs mental. I'd say Nidrasil is very similar to Mushuk in terms of stats. They're both kind of physically based. Nidrasil has high base defenses and attack. But they work a little bit different. I would say Nidrasil has better resistances. Nidrasil has 4x and has a 4x resistance to water and nature, which is incredible. So you can really switch Nidrasil in on a lot of stuff, and it'll take no damage. And it had its Toxic Farewell just now that poisoned the Piggypick, which that poison in 2 turns is enough to kill Piggypick, so you can just ignore Piggypick for 2 turns and it will die to that poison. King Furby, though. Hey man, I'm running a tournament here. Anna Duraburros has been taken out. What do we have left? I like that stone wall. Stone wall is a technical course, right? Like, you can put that on anything. I think that's really smart on Kinu. I was like running a pretty plain Kinu. It just has like all of its moves. Beta Burst, Gaia, Revitalize, and Lifeful Sap. Yeah, you gotta run like that Beta Burst, even though it doesn't do much damage. If you ever get to the point where like they can't kill your Kinu because you can out-heal their damage, then you gotta at least be able to fight back with something. And that's its only move that it can do. It has that and Sharp Leaf. And Sharp Leaf is going to do nothing because Kinu has really terrible base regular attack. Poison has taken out the Piggypick, and the Fated Curse didn't get to go off at all. So we have a late game Ukama. And Ukama, it could potentially, well yeah, Radical Dingus only has 2 Tems left, so Ukama's going to clean everything up. Like, even if there was like some other stuff, like Ukama's Tsunami would clean everything. It would just like wipe everything away. This is what I like to see. Like, this is like something I had like in my head with like Usira and Ukama, like saving them till the very last, just to clean things up, because like sweepers don't really sweep anything from 100 to 0, but they're really good at finishing off these low health Tems. Yeah, just like that. Aquatic Whirlwind, Tsunami. Those moves are excellent at cleaning things up. Alright, so Hira has just won the semifinals 2-0. So he's going to be moving on to the winners finals of our tournament. Congratulations to Hira, and Radical Dingus really put on a good show too. But he's going to be, let me see. He's going to be moving on to the losers round 2. Let me see. I don't know, dude. Toruxas might come back. Possibly, or possibly me. Who knows? Haha. Who knows? Okay, so the next match is going to be Toruxas versus me. Alright, I'm going to share the brackets with everyone in the chat, just so you can keep track of where we're at. Just pasted that there in the chat. Now I'm going to make sure that Toruxas is ready to face me. Alright, signing back into the game. And then I'll challenge Toruxas. Let's see. It's gonna do a Hail Mary move here. Okay. So my prediction is that he's going to come out with a Kapire. I was completely wrong. I just wanted to, like, kill his Kapire as fast as possible. Wow. Nice little bamboozle. Protecting the Valoran. He's tanky, but we'll beat him down. Savage attack. Ninja Jutsu. He can't outspeed my ninja jutsu. Oh man, it would have been so nice if I like got off a water attack on that. That's a very good question. Why would he run out why would he bring out a Kapire against a mostly water team? Maybe my Shulin will outspeed it. Yeah! You're dead, son. It killed itself with overexertion. I don't know why he's not using wind moves, but I'll take it. I don't know if his Mudrid is faster. Oh god, it is. I should be able to one-shot his Mudrid with Uppercut. Yeah. 4x weakness. Overexertion. My Kinu isn't very fast, so even though his Valoran is probably going to have to rest, like whatever he plays is probably going to be faster than my Kinu. Oh yeah, especially Tintle. That means I'm going to have to switch. Oh, I missed out on the synergy. I could have had them both got healed. I could have just healed them both. Yeah, that was waste. Phew, big damage. How long does Bamboozle last for? Hasn't it been a while since he got bamboozled? Huh. Tank versus tank. Maybe I should switch somebody out. Do I even have any damage to get over this? I don't know if I can kill the Ghoulder though. I can't really kill either of them with this setup. Whatever. Throw that out. Switch. It's not. It's actually. That was actually really bad because I can't do any damage to either of them. I should have brought out Piggy Pick. Last until hit. I thought it was only like 2 turns or something. I thought Bamboozle went away after 2 turns. I shouldn't have brought out Osira. I don't know, let's see how much damage this does. Ghoulder's coat. Saku's gonna get a nice little heal. Yeah, sweepers can't really sweep, and I'm like getting... my sweeper's getting killed by a tank. Oops. This is very exciting. So this is round 1 of the losers bracket. Me versus Toruxas. No one's gonna die. We got so much healing. I mean, I'm probably gonna die. I'm gonna try to heal my Saku before it dies. Now is Valorant. When he switched it out, it had no stamina left, but in reserve, it restored all of its stamina. Down goes the Saku. Mushuk isn't gonna do anything. I mean, I could have probably tried to heal it. Man, I don't see myself winning this. Why full stop? Piggy Pick is slower than his Valorant. Yeah, it's good to know that Bamboozle lasts until hit or swapped out. I didn't know that. I had been meaning to test that out to be sure, but I just never got around to it. Tornado. Revitalize. No, it's like so dead. Wow. His Valorant has a lot of special defense now. Super dead. Alright, Mushuk. Get in there. I know. Just hopefully kill it. Do something. Valorant is way too strong. Yeah, he could have killed my Mushuk like a lot sooner because it's weak against wind type moves. Alright, Piggy Pick, it's all you. No Sierra. I might be able to outspeed it. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Tintle. Can we kill a Tintle with Aquatic Whirlwind? I mean, I know I'm not, but maybe Piggy Pick will with Tornado. Hey, we got him. So what is this, 1 versus 3? Piggy Pick is exhausted. I'm not going to be able to do anything next turn. Take that. He'll never see it coming. He'll never see the bamboozle. Haha! Another bamboozle. The strategy is just to like kill them, make them kill themselves by overexertion. Haha! This turn I'm forced to rest. Beautifully done. And he still had 3 Tems left. That's, oh no, 2. Okay, it's good. Alright, let's switch things up. Let's Temtem up for round 2. Quick retreat from Kapire. So it didn't look like I did much damage, but my Shureen is regular attack based. So I just gotta like keep wearing down its defenses, and I'll do more and more damage with each hit. Oh, that's right, it has punching bag. So it resists physical attacks quite a bit. Go ahead and switch this guy out. So Piggy Pick wasn't affected by poison just now because of Shureen's Guardian. He's gonna get frozen. This ice stalactite will freeze the Guldur. Won't be able to act this turn. Let you wait. He's gonna start revitalizing that. Just keep on keeping on the pressure. Oh God, I can't kill it. I don't have the damage. I'm desperate. Damn. I don't know. I shook. He's just gonna keep revitalizing. I don't have the damage. So he just like negated my perfect jabs with that stone wall. Because perfect jab only reduces their defenses by 1 stage, and I got off 2 perfect jabs, and his stone wall increased it by 2 stages. It's very unfortunate. I don't know, maybe just focus down the Kinu all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't think my Shuin could one-shot the Kinu, though. Even if I did use Crystal Bite. All these are weak against Toxic. I'm still determined to take out that Guldur. Thank God it's a benefactor Kinu, because then its like defenses would be even higher. Come on, kill it, please. We gotta get rid of it now. Go for the uppercut. He's probably just gonna switch it out. That's what I would do. I mean, that sounds like the smart move, yeah, absolutely. Tinsel. Hopefully I can kill that. No, wait, it's gonna resist my uppercut. Yeah. Nice little lullaby. Saku's pillow. So I got my pillow restoring my health while I sleep. Now the question is, can I one-shot a Kapire with my Shureen? My Shureen isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Which does more damage? Ice Stalactite. Can I kill it? Yeah, I'm gonna use Tornado too for priority. Even though I think my Saku is still so slow that it can't possibly act before his. His Tentacle is actually probably gonna get a hit off before me. Oh no. Yeah, see, it's not that strong. It's like an all-purpose bulky Shuin. It's not a sweeper, so it's like not able to one-shot things. Kill it, please, kill it. Yes. Oh no. It has one hit. It has 1 HP. Hey, and I have 3 HP. Hell yeah. I don't know. Recollectic. And it's down. Oh, god damn it. Ooh, he's getting that Avenger off. I don't know, that's all I can do. I'm surprised it survived. This Osera is like very far from perfect too. It's the one I use throughout the story, so it has very mixed TVs and has really low SVs. I don't know, kill it. Aquatic whirlwind, kill it. It's not going to do any damage. That has a lot of special defense, yeah. Oh yeah, and resistances. Hyperkinetic Strike. I just can't kill it. Go Mashuk, it's all on you. He's gonna sweep him. Oh man, all of his Tems are alive. Like Toruxas has done amazing in this round, or in this whole match even. He is a terrific competitor. That Kapire has Extinction, right? That'd be a great meme move to see, just like wipe out my team with Extinction and then just wait. Just allow me to get destroyed by Doom. I would really like to see that. I don't know if he's listening in. Revitalize. Uppercut. Oh man. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. But it fails. He's just gonna wait. Please, just wait. Don't even attack, it'd be funny. Oh, okay. I guess I'd be way too disrespectful if he just waited. That's what I would do. I'd do that just for a laugh. If I was in his shoes, I would just wait. I wouldn't even commanded that embers. I can still hold on. Yeah, he's waiting. Get some rest. Get some rest. He's not gonna die by Doom. That's excellent. GG, man. Gaia. Get all my stamina back. And I still get overexerted? That's bullcrap. Dead. That is great. I love that. And now Toruxas moves on to the losers round 2 against Radical Dingus. Okay, let me set that. Just 1 second. Let me put everything in. Extinction is really good. It's a really good strategy. It's a move that I've been thinking about. Okay, so the next one is gonna be Toruxas versus, I think it's gonna be Toruxas versus Radical Dingus. Don't know if you guys are following the bracket over here, but Here's where you can see the standings so far. 1 second. Oops. Okay, we're going into losers round 2. Radical Dingus versus Toruxas. Right now I'm just connecting into Radical Dingus's game. Let's see, what kind of teams have we been dealing with here with these guys? I think both of these guys have Guldur. Let me see. Move over to my document over here. Yeah, both of these guys have Guldur. Both of these guys have Valorend. This is going to be a very interesting match because we got two of the same on each side. Let's see. What other similarities do we have? They both have mental, like Toruxas has the Tental, and then our friend Radical Dingus has the Aduraburros that is also a mental type. Just want to make sure that this is working, and then here we go. Yeah, okay. Alright, losers round 2. Radical Dingus versus Toruxas. Alright, this one's a little bit less quality than when Hira was hosting. Little pixely, frame rate's kind of skipping around. Oh man, you can see like Radical Dingus really wants him to move. It's like he's moving that cursor like, grrr. Like, come on, make your move already. Oh, he's like timing out. I don't know how this works. Oh, what's happening? I'm not like. Radical Dingus has questionable connection. Fine. No, it's not fine. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties here. Okay, so I think Radical Dingus's internet is going out, and I think their game might have been disrupted. Alright, 1 second. 1 moment, please. I can't even send him a message. Let me close out of this. I'm gonna try connecting to Toruxas' game. I'm trying to watch his game instead. I don't know if he's capable of letting me watch, but I guess we'll see. Okay, I think we're... So now I'm connected to Toruxas' game. So we're from his perspective right now against Radical Dingus over there on the far side. Right now, everyone seems to be alive. No status effects. What is the strategy? This Mushhook here is probably going to die. I don't think the Mushhook is going to be able to kill anything, unless his Mushhook is better than mine. I'd love to see it. Oh, he might be able to finish off the Valorend with the Mushhook. I think he anticipated a switch, because like that uppercut cost... Actually, uppercut is less stamina cost than perfect jab. I always imagine that, for some reason I keep thinking that perfect jab has a lower stamina cost than uppercut, but no, that's it's cheaper. So that was optimal. I'd love to see the Mushhook somehow overcome the Gulder, even though that Gulder has a punching bag, so it's resistant to melee attacks. Radical Dingus, I think, is the only... Radical Dingus is the only Valorant that has aerobic. which, when attacking with wind techniques, reduces its special defense by 1 stage but increases its speed. Our other Valorant players have anaerobic, which increases special defense and lowers special attack when using a toxic technique. So let's see if that extra speed comes into play from Radical Dingus on his Valorant. He might be able to act with the fast Valorant to finish off the Kapar. Actually, he doesn't need to because of the poison. But if he doesn't want it to attack at all, he can rush out damage so it doesn't do anything. But I think he played it smart by making the switch. Not taking any overexertion damage. Ooh, the extinction. Love to see it. So wait, does his Temtem have that gear item on that resists Doom? Or did I miss something? Like, there's a gear item that you can wear that makes your Tem resist Doom status. So he doesn't even have to worry about those guys. He can start just bulking up, you know, the Shy Shields and just wait it out 3 turns and they're out of here. Toruxas with his Benefactor, his signature Benefactor Kinu, which is, a lot of people do scoff at. Like, they think, there's a lot of people that think that you can only play Kinu with Protector, but Kinu with Benefactor is really strong. Gets off a lot of healing. Whenever, like, either of your Tems take damage, they get a little bit of health back. It's incredible. It adds a lot of longevity to Guldur. Look at that, 275 HP. That is an insane amount of HP. Because I thought, like, my Saku, I think my Saku has 120, not 100, 220, I think? 220 HP. And I thought that was a lot, but that Guldur really puts it to shame. And Kinu has percentage-based healing, so those percentages mean a lot for a Guldur. And you can't escape that Doom status. It isn't like Perish Song from Pokemon. Like, even if your Tim is in reserve, it'll still die from that. You can't escape it. And I don't think that there are any moves that cleanse Doom status away. Once you got it, you're just dead in 3 or 4 turns. 4 turns. It's very tanky. I think its actual defenses aren't that high, but the fact that it has so much health, and health seems to mean a lot right now. Like, raw health TVs really go a long way. Covering the Madrid's weaknesses by using Bamboozle on it. Madrid is like the super definition of a glass cannon. It's fast, has a lot of special attack, but it has a lot of weaknesses. I mean, I think it says something when I'm actually able to one-shot it with my Mushuk. And my Mushuk isn't even very good. You gotta be really smart with that Madrid. I think it's a really good Tem. You just gotta like play it. You gotta play it really well, because like we've been seeing it not. We've been seeing it die pretty quickly. It's not doing much. A lot of people might be underestimating it, but it has really good typing. Has really good moves. Really good damage. Look how much damage it did to that Valorant. Oh no. And Tintel is down. So is the Valorant. See, like, Madrid is actually really good. It's doing really good damage. But that might be chalked up to the fact that Radical Dingus was using a Valorant that had aerobic instead of anaerobic. It was only getting speed boost when it was using its techniques, whereas a typical one that both Hira and Toruxas use would get a bunch of special defense, and it might have been able to tank it if it had a better trait. Kinu is down. Dude, I don't even know this hallucination move. It's like energy manipulation, and plus it cages. That's insane. It's sort of like a better version of slime. Like, it does damage, and it cages and exhausts them. It doesn't reduce their speed, but it doesn't matter, because Gul'dir is already the slowest Tim in the game. That's something to keep in mind. Like, I looked at the numbers. Gul'dir has the lowest speed of any Tem in the entire game. Psy-Surge. I think that's the way to take it down. I think Gul'dir has lower special defense than its regular defense. If you were to take it down, you would have to hit it with special moves. So right now, Toruxas is on the ropes. And those exhausts really screw with you. Like, I think that's another thing that people are underestimating right now. They see that little down arrow over here. The exhaust status makes it so your moves cost an additional 50% stamina. It really locks you down so you can't do anything. He's gonna struggle to do any moves at all. I like that we're fighting onto the bitter end, because you hate to see people just like as soon as they're in a losing position, just surrendering. I like seeing people fight to the bitter end. Okay, so just had to write everything down here. Alright, they're going to be hopping right into round 2 really quickly. So right now we're in round 2 of the losers bracket. And Radical Dingus has won round 1. He just needs to win one more with this best 2 out of 3 to move on to the winners, to the finals against Hira. But the winner of this would have to beat Hira twice to knock him into the losers bracket. To reset the brackets, as they say. I like seeing the Kapire come out immediately. Oh man, they're just targeting it down. Nice little heat up, just self-buffing itself. I think they might be able to take out the Kapire before it gets anything done, so yeah. You see Toruxas here rightfully switching out to his Guldur. But in the future we will have a buffed up Kapire that could really do a lot of stuff. Because both Radical Dingus's mix, his mix is weak against fire, his Nidrasil is weak against fire. And does Kapire have any earth moves? No, it doesn't. It just has like embers. But it does super effective damage against that mix over there. Wow, that mix took a lot of damage. I wonder if he's like strictly playing... Yeah, he probably is. He's probably strictly playing that mix as a special sweeper. But pretty soon, if Mix's health is low enough, he actually has No, it has to be lower than 40%. Once Mix is lower than 40%, then you cannot target it with any offensive techniques. He can hit it with one more thing and potentially two-shot it to death. But if it survives one more hit, then you won't be able to target Mix because of Puppet Master. We haven't seen Puppet Master come into play yet. I think everybody is anxious to see Mix get off some Puppet Master shenanigans. Okay, now Puppet Master is live. It cannot... Nothing could target the Mix. And I hope that Radical Dingus realizes it and doesn't switch out his... Yeah, see, right now they're targeting the Mix. And that's not going to work. He's targeting the Mix, and the Puppet Master is going to redirect the attack over to the Valor end. I'm really, really anxious to see how this works, because like if Puppet Master is as good as you think it's going to be, because didn't Max in the story have a Mix? Or am I confusing him with someone else? But like Puppet Master is incredible. Oh, what are you doing, man? I don't know. He's a better player than me, but he had Puppet Master live, and I feel like he could do something. I don't know. There are better players than me, so maybe he knows better, but I was really anxious to see what he could do with Puppet Master. Hey Vortex Monkey, I'm sorry you couldn't make it. I filled in your shoes and I didn't do very well. But the tournament's been going incredible. You can look up the brackets. Right now we are in the losers round 2, Radical Dingus versus Toruxas. And right now Hira is sitting in the finals, just waiting for the winner of this match. Right now, round 1 is going to Radical Dingus. So Toruxas has to win 2 rounds in a row to make it to the finals. Otherwise, one more win goes to Radical Dingus, and you can go right straight to the finals. Savage attack. Yeah, that sharp leaf move isn't very good. Valorant's toxic immunity. It's like as if they have 2 traits. I was schooled on this earlier, that like all toxic types are resistant to poison, and like it comes up, toxic immunity. So he's like, he's allowed to have 2 traits. He has anaerobic and toxic immunity. It's too good, and Valorant has no weaknesses in this tournament because nobody's running electrical Tems. Literally because no one's running Nesla or Gazuma. You would like to see more damage out of Madrid, just because it has so many weaknesses. It's getting battered by Sharp Leaf of all things. It's being like outdone by such a weak attack. But he doesn't have a whole lot of options. A lot of his Tems have really low health. Bringing out the Benefactor Kinu. And the Kapire is still sitting with that the buff, the heat up buff. So I wouldn't count Toruxas out yet. It's a shame to see that Golder have such low health. It's not going to be able to do any tanking, and being so slow, it really can't do anything. It would have to be, you would have to bring the Golder in on a turn when the enemy has to rest, or when you think that they're going to be switching out. Valorant is still hanging on. Alright, so we're gonna bring back out the Madrid or Kapire. Right out the Kapire. Yeah, I'm not sure what Toruxas can do right now. And Radical Dingus is thinking things out. Wants to hold on to that Golder, even though I don't think it was going to die. I don't think there's any way it could have died. But I guess it's better to play it safe. Yeah, Zaduraburos took a lot of damage. Now we're dragging out the Golder. You can do it, Golder. It's all on you. Slowest Tim in the game, so like, I think even like a level 20 Tim could finish it off that cool there. Easy. Yep, and Toruxas has been eliminated. So now Radical Dingus is moving on to the finals with Hira. Actually, have they ever battled? Yes, they have. Like, in the semifinals, Hira eliminated Radical Dingus 2-0. He sent him down to the losers bracket. So right now, Hira's in the winners finals, and you can just take this game. Just 2 more wins, and Hira is our champion. Alright, so Radical Dingus is ready to go. I'm just talking to Hira right now. Just making everything clear. So yeah, Radical Dingus has to beat Hira twice. Like, he has to win one match, one best 2 out of 3 to reset the brackets, and then beat him one more time to be our champion. And all Hira has to do is beat him one more. He just has to win one more match, and he is our champion. Because he hasn't never been sent to the losers bracket. Here are our brackets. Here are our scores. Every match has been decisive. There's been no back and forth. It's always been 2-0. I definitely want to view Hira's perspective, because his broadcast has been really smooth. Oh crap, they're starting already. Just want to bring up the names real quick. Can I duplicate this? Copy, paste, good. I was hoping I can bring up their names real quick, just to like make this really nice. Where is it? So we got Hira on this side and Radical Dingus on the other. Hira out here with his panties on again. Put some pants on, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he was telling me that the names are shown already, but I just want to make it all the better, you know? Just so it's like, there's no doubt at all who is who. So we got Hira here in the bottom corner, and then we got Radical Dingus up in the upper corner here. Kinu is taking a really big hit. Buffing up that Valorant once again. Oh wow, going for a really aggressive beta burst. Which, that really means that to do that much damage with Kinu, it means he invested full 500 TVs into special attack, and that was super unexpected. I don't think anybody would have seen that coming. Like, I certainly wouldn't. Like, when I think of Kinu, I think of her as like full on like tanky support, but our possible to be finalist, our winner's finalist Hira here plays Kinu as like a sweeper, because that beta burst did a ton of damage, and not just because of like the super effective damage. Like, he really has an investment in special attack. And that's probably really smart, because like people might ignore Kinu thinking, like, I mean, they actually did. Like, Kinu was ignored because you think, like, up to this point, every Kinu that like I've played and Toruxas has played has been tanky, and you don't see any damage out of it. And all of a sudden, the Cernif is getting really battered too. It's gonna die to the poison right now. Cernif is like a really tanky Tem, and for it to get taken out like this is really unexpected. Now Hira's bringing out he might be bringing out his signature Valash that we've been seeing has brought him great success in this tournament. Going out with the Ukama. Nothing is weak against water here. Maybe he'll get something done, I'm not sure. But I typically like to see Ukama like come out in the late game. I think we've all seen this water cannon. Like, water cannon always does a ton of damage. I know we've all been in that spot under in the underground cave where the Shurins are, and have fought against those level 40 Okamas that always start out with water cannon and do like 50% of your health. Yep, it's just like those random Okamas that you fight. You bring an Ukama down to that health, there's no way you'll capture it with a Tem card. They'll break out every time. You ever killed it. You can't catch that Ukama now. Can't get that 300 Pansoons. Okay, so once again... Ooh, it's gonna die to poison, I think. But it wasn't Puppet Master. It's like... It's in Puppet Master range. I'm not sure if this tick of poison's gonna go in this turn or if it's gonna disappear. I hope that that mix stays alive, because even though... Yeah, it's gonna die to poison, unfortunately. But like, it could... If it didn't have that poison, a mix with 1% health like that could survive. It could stay alive for a long time because of Puppet Master. We haven't seen... I don't think we've seen a single Puppet Master proc this entire game. So, Hira's back out with the really powerful Kinu that is not to be underestimated. He's actually doing a sacrifice with it. He's going to buff up the Velash. And we're going to potentially see Velash run wild once again. Now the Kinu, yeah, the Kinu got taken out before it can do sacrifice. Kinu isn't very quick, which is the reason why I think it's super unexpected for it to be a sweeper. But I wonder what he's running on it. I'm thinking he's running like 500 HP TVs and like 500 special attack. Piggy pick. Let me see, Doroboros. You know what's really strange? Sometimes, like, when you're targeting a Tem, it doesn't show when you're going to do super effective damage. Like, right now, the Velash can attack that Aduraboros with, like, crystal spikes and deal super effective damage, but as we saw just now when he was targeting, it showed only a white circle representing, you know, regular damage. But he could have done super effective damage, even though Aduraboros has really high special defense, so it's not... it might not have been one-shotted by it. So it might have been a smarter move to stick with finishing off that Valoran. But he could have absolutely did super effective damage. I'm curious if his Piggy Pick is faster than their Nidrisil. Because I'm pretty certain that it's faster than the Aduraboros. Like, I don't think the Aduraboros has any speed investment, but the Nidrisil probably does. Okay, it's faster. His Piggy Pick is faster than the Nidrisil. So yeah, that was clutch. That was something that really needed to happen there for... Hira, which was unfortunate for Radical Dingus because his Nidrisil was slower than the Piggy Pick, and someone can go bring up the Gamepedia wiki and check Piggy Pick's base speed versus Nidrisil's base speed, and maybe it came down to TVs. But like, Nidrisil should have been able to finish off that Velash there. And because he just happened to be barely slower than the Piggy Pick before it could do its you know, Bamboozle, he's got screwed. Yeah, he's getting screwed by Bamboozle. Just because his Nidrasil is slower, he can't finish off the Valash. Well, he's going to be able to finally, because he doubled down. He got through the Bamboozle and then used the Toxic Ink with the Guldur. So unfortunate. I'm going to be looking at this after. I'm going to like go look at the wiki if someone else doesn't. Because I feel like the Nidrasil should be faster than a Piggy Pick. Let's see, how many do we got left? So it's 2 against 2, I think, right? Oh, no, it's 1 against 2. And I don't know. I think it's really hard for Guldur to work by himself. Guldur is amazing when he has a partner, but he has no self-heal. Actually, he does have a self-heal. Let me see. Does our Radical Dingus's Guldur has strong liver? So, yeah, our Radical Dingus has a strong liver. So, like, if Hira were foolish enough to attack it with a toxic attack, it would restore health instead of taking damage. So Hira's up 1-0 now. So Hira just needs to win 1 more game and he's our champion. And now, yeah, Radical Dingus has to come back and win 2 games. And Radical Dingus is rearing to go already. I feel like I like the confidence that like a Radical Dingus is really, I know he's really exerting. I feel like he can get back into this. He definitely can. This was a really close game. Bringing out the, I don't think they switched Tems at all. And this is another unfortunate thing, like, oh man. Like, I was saying before in the semifinals that Mashuk should be the counter to Valash. But Mashuk doesn't do enough damage. The Crystal Spikes does more damage to Mashuk than Mashuk's uppercut does to Valash. And that's unfortunate, because he only does 50%. Yeah, we've seen this play before. He only does 50%. This is a repeat of the semifinals. Although uppercut costs less stamina. Mashuk just doesn't have a super duper powerful fighting attack. Like uppercut is pretty strong. I think it has like base 80 attack or something on it. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I wish, kind of wish Mashuk would have been used a little bit better there. Used to greater efficiency, or, you know. Because he's not only slower than the Valash, but he does less damage than the Valash. Is Hyperkinetic Strike the better move to use? I was actually looking at Valorant before, and doesn't Valorant also know Tornado? And they're both one hold move, but like I think Tornado is stronger. Am I wrong on this? I might be confusing it for another attack, but I think it's less optimal to use Hyperkinetic Strike versus like Tornado. so we're in the finals right now. Hira just needs to win one more game here. He just needs to win this and it's all over. And Radical Dingus needs to win this game and the next one, send him down to the losers bracket, and then win one more match on top of that for Radical Dingus to be our champion. There's our Hira's Kinu with the Beta Burst doing significant damage. That's really insane. Once again, I've never expected a Kinu to do that much damage. Maybe we'll see a Puppet Master in this game. We'll see the mix get off its Puppet Master to some extent. Pinning down that Piggy Pick. Piggy Pick cannot escape because of that cage, but not like it matters. Like, I don't feel like Piggy Pick is going to get killed by anything here. Piggy Pick is only weak to electricity, which is insane. Like several wind types in this game right now, they're only weak against electricity. The Valorant's only weak against electricity. They're only weak against electricity, and then they have several resistances. Makes you think if maybe they're gonna tweak the resistances around, or if they're just gonna make electric types like way more prominent. Like maybe Sparzy will be like the most amazing Tim in the game. Because if Sparzy were here, Sparzy would be demolishing Piggy Pick and these Valorans. Maybe, I don't know. Like I know if Gazuma and Nesla were here, they would probably lose to Valorant, despite also being like they're supposed to be counters to Valorant, but I don't think Valorant would lose to either Nesla or Gazuma because Valorant has such high base special defense. And then that special defense gets even higher when they have a neurobic. Water cannon doing that big chunk of damage that we always see from a Ukama. Okay, so Mix is back into Puppet Master range. I don't know if he's going to keep out the Mix, but it cannot be killed by anything. You can't target a Mix when it has lower than 40% HP because of Puppet Master. The attack will be redirected to your partner. And I wonder if he knows that. Like, he actually hasn't seen, like, Rejuvenator or Puppet Master being, like, confirmed, and he's switching it out again, even though on my text document, I know that his Mix has Puppet Master. It would have been redirected to the Gulder. I need to tell him this. Like, I don't know. He could have kept that Mix in play. He's always, like, taking the Mix out when it's in Puppet Master range. Or maybe I might be misunderstanding how it works. Like, let me look at my text document. While HP is below 40%, received enemy techniques get redirected to the ally. Yeah, he's totally in range for using Puppet Master. Down goes the Nidrasil. I think he should definitely just bring back out the Mix. bring Mix back out. I don't know, if you're listening to the stream right now, bring out Mix. I know there's a 1 minute delay. Oh, okay, well he's not bringing out. There's a 1 minute delay, so he can't, you know, he can't get up-to-date information from the stream, but please, just bring it out. Like, I think Mix plus Guldur would be a really good combo, because Guldur is really hard to kill. And you can see that Hira is just focusing down the not Guldur. Somebody, I don't know, somebody cheat. Tell him. Message Radical Dingus and tell him to bring out Mix. Use Puppet Master. Please. Oh, he's gonna be forced to. Like right now, he's forced to bring out Mix. And he's probably gonna go, oh yeah, Puppet Master exists. That's right. So now we're forced to see Puppet Master work. Let's see what happens. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna feel silly if, you know, Puppet Master just doesn't work. It's a bugged move. What are you thinking, No Life? Puppet Master doesn't do anything. He's going for the madness buff, which I think is really smart, because Guldur isn't gonna really hurt anybody, and the Mix has no stamina. Damn, Valash is probably going to get healed. Oh no, actually no, look at this. Kinu doesn't have any healing moves. That's interesting. I never realized that. Hira's Kinu doesn't even have healing. It has turbo choreography, you know, and sacrifice. That's really aggressive. I like it. Has a really high special attack and like no stalling step crap, really. It's just like buffs. Okay, he's bringing back his Kinu. Bringing out the Cernif. The Cernif has healing though. Bringing back the Valash. He's really giving, actually, yeah, I think that was actually the smartest play. I don't know, it was a free turn to switch on, because Radical Dingus had to rest with both of his Tems. He's a-thinking. I think Hira actually knows about... Wow. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like Radical Dingus just lost his win condition. Like, that Mix was supposed to save the day, but he lost it to Fainted Curse. I don't know. He might be able to. Radical Dingus might be able to win this, because Hira's Tems all have really low health. He has to get rid of that Cernif, because the Cernif's ability to heal is going to completely negate Guldur's poison and meager, like, little lick damage. Yeah, at this point, the only shot that Radical Dingus has is getting rid of that Cernif. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that was the... Well, he killed it. Because I feel like if Cernif heals just once, then the game's over. Because Cernif can just out-heal at whatever damage that Guldur does. He's just going for the kill. Can he kill it? Because he's going to be just doing little damage. You just gotta, like, make this a war of attrition at this point. Hira just wants to win this tournament right now. Yeah, and he won the tournament right now. Hira is our champion. of Temtem up. Congratulations. And like, Radical Dingus put on a really good fight. He was like, it wasn't one-sided. It definitely wasn't one-sided. Congratulations, Hira. You are our champion. Nice job, dude. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, Hira here is our champion, and he is entitled to our prize of $20 of Steam wallet money. So, congrats to Hira. He is our champion, and he is in the chat right now. Thanks a lot for being here. Really, I'm happy that you guys showed up because, like, there wasn't a very high turnout, but you know, it was a good show. Yeah, that's probably going to be it for now. This, it took 3 hours. I'm surprised it took 3 hours for like this low amount of players, but yeah, it was good. It was good practice, I think, because I've never hosted a tournament before, so it was a lot of fun. All right, thanks, guys. We'll probably do this again in the future.